The review code for World War Z was provided by Saber Interactive. What's up everyone, AM Harbinger here with a short discussion on World War Z. Now if you want to read my full review, it will be in the description below. So World War Z, it is basically Left 4 Dead 3, the game we will never get because Valve quit making video games and then made that terrible card game Artifact. And it's fun. That's basically the only thing I can say about it that generalizes everything. It is a cooperative zombie shooter where you kill hordes of zombies trying to survive the apocalypse set in the World War Z universe. Specifically the movie, not the book. It features the fast-moving zombies, not the slow-moving zombies, and it's quite good. It is a cooperative shooter with not that much in terms of story or interesting characters. Most of them are just one-hit wonders. There's an Asian hacker. There's a intense type of priest, Russian priest who used to be a gangster. And you do get backstories into the characters every time you complete a single episode for one of the characters, so you get a short animated background. But it's not the characters that you will play this game for. It's all about the gameplay. So at its core, it is a 4-player cooperative shooter. You play through 4 campaigns set in Tokyo, New York, Jerusalem, and Moscow, each with distinct characters during the initial outbreak. None of the characters are connected, and each of their narratives are separate, so don't expect them to high-five one another or see one another. The primary focus of the game is, of course, shooting zombies. There are repetitive tasks littered throughout each campaign where you have to hit a switch, collect an item, or defend a point. Defending the point is the most you'll do throughout each of the campaigns. You'll head to specific locations like this, set up defenses, and try and kill the horde of zombies. So you'll kill about 500, I would say, zombies because this is built using the Swarm engine. And the primary function of the Swarm engine is to render up to 500 zombies running towards you. It does create a type of power fantasy as you mow down these zombies, but if you play on the harder difficulties, they can really wreck you. So the regular infected can be challenging if they swarm all over on top of you. And just like Left 4 Dead, there are special infected that are littered among the normal infected. The special infected include the bull, which is like a mix of the charger and the tank. The gas bags, which are boomers that spew out toxic gas, but they don't attract other infected towards your location. That is done by the screamer, who continuously shouts out loud noises until killed. And lastly, you have the lurker, which is basically the hunter. One small issue I did have with all the infected is that they all look the same. It doesn't matter if you go to Tokyo, Moscow, New York, you'll face the same looking characters. I get that this is somewhat of a budget title because it's being sold for $40 on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, while it's $35 on the Epic Game Store because of, the whole huge split difference. But nevertheless, it is somewhat of a budget title. It's meant to be played over and over again. But unlike Left 4 Dead, which just lets you play through the campaigns for the sake of playing through them, you're actually rewarded here with experience and credits, which are used to purchase more upgrades. It does seem a little strange that they level gate the skills that you're supposedly earning with credits. You earn about 350 credits for playing on hard and 150 for playing on the easiest difficulty. So you can unlock the most powerful scoped rifle, but if you don't have 1,000 credits to buy the scoped rifle, it's basically just there taunting you. Same thing for the classes. You can unlock different class upgrades, but you can only unlock them once you purchase them. It's just a really strange concept. There are no microtransactions, no pay-to-win aspects, which is troubling that I have to say that because more and more games are implementing it, but Saber Interactive didn't. Neither, and their publisher, Focus Home Interactive and Mad Dog Games, I believe, didn't tell them to implement it, so that's a win-win for this. You do have to earn everything in this game, which can take a few hours. By hour 7, I was able to fully upgrade one of the classes, but I was still limited on my options because there is no shared experience, so you have to constantly go through the campaigns with each class. In addition, the characters that you play as are merely cosmetic. You just pick your favorite, play as them. They have no connection to the classes whatsoever. There are 6 classes, and each of them have their own strengths and weaknesses. For example, the Exterminator can resist heavy explosives and carries Molotov, while the Gunslinger can carry frag grenades. It does offer a bit of strategy, especially if you play on the harder difficulties, but for the most part, you can choose whatever class you want. If you do get bored of the cooperative campaign, there is a competitive option. It's, again, bare bones. You have your traditional team deathmatch, capture flag, domination with a World War Z twist to it. Zombies will come in and flood the arena occasionally, and they are much more lethal here than in the campaign, so facing only a handful of zombies could mean death. In addition, it does offer a separate leveling system and class system, so you can carry over what you've earned in the cooperative campaign into the competitive arena, which is a nice touch. But there are still many issues with the competitive arena. For example, the hit detection is a bit off. I also learned from my experience when streaming the game that there are still netcode issues, both cooperatively and competitively. I had a tough time staying in matches, there were glitches and lag constantly happening, and apparently on the Epic Game Store it's even worse, but Saber Interactive have been on top of it, and they've been sending out tweets saying they're on top of fixing everything that's going on. I did wish that there was a infection mode similar to Left 4 Dead where you play as the special infected, but it's not here, unfortunately. Maybe they'll add it in a future update. I would love this game to get more campaigns or extra DLC. I would gladly pay for extra DLC. The game was insanely fun for me, and I had a blast just going around killing zombies. And seeing that we'll never get Left 4 Dead 3, this is the best option we're going to get. Lastly, I should mention that I did encounter several glitches while I was playing through the game, one which prevented me from progressing because a lurker literally snatched me from the map and put me out of bounds, so prepare for some issues like that. But Saber Interactive again has been very vocal on their social media and addressing issues, telling people to send them whatever glitches they find. Overall, I was satisfied with World War Z. It is a solid survival cooperative game. If you loved Left 4 Dead, Overkill's The Walking Dead to a degree, or The Killing Floor, you'll definitely enjoy this game. It's just mindless fun and lots of carnage, and that's what Saber Interactive was going for, and they did it well. As Jim Sterling has stated, it doesn't matter if the concept isn't original as long as you do it well. It is repetitive and it does get a little bland, but if you love just mowing down hordes of zombies, you'll have a lot of fun here. Anyway, there's my little rant. If you want to read my full review, it will be in the description below. Of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time. Stay awesome, everyone.